visible as well now, am I?
Oh, sorry, Diane. Hello.
You look tired. I believe you had a bit of bother last night.
You don't want to know.
I don't see the point in having a police force if when you report a crime, they don't do anything about it.
Well, they're doing what they can within the law. You know that. The point is, Terry knows they're watching, so he'll back off. I mean, he might be weird, but he's not that stupid.
No, but what if he gets crafty and he doesn't back off?
Ray, as far as I'm concerned, it's over. That's all I care about.
Yeah, well, it better be. Because if it isn't, I'll deal with it myself.
Deal with what?
I'll deal with Terry. If the police aren't going to do it, I will.
Oh, here we go again, Ray. And then what? You're going to get sent down for some revenge macho nonsense that you've got planned, and I'm going to be left picking up the pieces. Is that what you want? You leave him alone.
As long as he leaves you alone. If there is any sign
No, Ray, we do not do things that way. We are civilised people. Let's start acting like it, eh?
All right. Okay. As long as he knows to stay out of your way and mine.
Bet you've seen loads of dead animals, you, aren't you? All crushed and mangled and that.
The idea is to try and keep them alive. They're very modern.
I bet you get fleas and all sorts.
I try not to handle the clientele, thank you very much. Can you not find something for him to do?
Jacob, will you please try not to upset Nicholas? You can be very sensitive. I won't be long.
I'm bored.
You don't even work here.
Well, can you not do some colouring in?
Oh, it's nice and quiet in here for a change. Hello, must be Jacob.
Oh, sorry, excuse me, is there something I said?
Jacob's bored.
Oh, well, I'm going over to see Graham Henderson's python in a minute. It's a bit sickly, I know what he's like when he comes in here. So you could come with me if you wanted.
Oh, can I? Oh, can I, Paddy? Go on.
Are you sure?
It's no problem.
Excellent.
Right, yeah, I'll give you some money. You can pop into Viv's on the way back for a drink, see Emily.
And Zoe can tell you all about dead animals. There was a bit of a bust-up here last night. Ray and Terry. And then the police were involved.
How has it come to this? I saw him earlier. It was all he could do to speak to me.
I had to tell him everything that's been happening, you know, the phone calls.
They've not charged him, have they?
Well, how can they when they've got no proof? I mean, they must think it's him. I mean, I think it's him. I'm sure it's him. Anyway, the police have warned him off. Apparently there's nothing else they can do unless they actually catch him doing something drastic. Ray's furious.
I'm still struggling to get my head round this, though. Terry's a nice bloke. He's not a stalker, surely.
Well, there have been a few things I haven't told you.
About Terry?
Let's just hope this is the end of it.
Yeah, for you, if you're right. What am I supposed to do with him? We live in the same house.
Is that supposed to scare me?
Just because you got a slapped wrist from the coppers doesn't mean you're finished with me, pal. Just so long as you know.
All I know about you, Mullen, is that you're pathetic. And if I never see you again, it'll be soon enough.
Well, that's just it, Terry. Any more trouble for Louise and you won't see me. But you'll know when you wake up, if you wake up. That's it, Terry. Don't do anything silly in public, not with your reputation, eh?
Do you think I care? Look, if you want to get this sorted, get out the car. If you want me, I'm here. Come on, then.
That's not my way, Terry. Then you know that, don't you?
I know that you really are pathetic. So why don't you just clear off?
Am I? Which one of us is more scared right now? Ask yourself that when you're looking over your shoulder, and you will be. Because that's my way, Terry.
Can I have a can of orange, please?
Emily said you were to get something proper.
What's up with orange?
Well, I happen to know that this particular can of orange contains the equivalent of 17 sugars. 17.
So?
So it make you fat.
Well, I could be getting it for Paddy for all you know.
Ooh, lies as well.
As well as what?
You know I'm right. I'll just take over for a bit. I'm nipping out.
Robert!
What?
Get down here!
I'm doing something.
Now!
What?
I opened this last night. Now the cork's missing.
That's probably in the bin.
Well, what have I told you about drinking? The state you've got yourself into recently.
Whoa, hang on a minute. I never touched it. Besides, it's your cork that's missing. The wine's still there. I mean, if it was empty, OK, but...
Oh, all right. I suppose that is about what I drank. Near enough.
Yeah. See? All that because you lost your cork. Unnecessary or what?
Oi! What do you think you're doing? You were just about to chuck that through a window then, weren't you?
If I aim straight, yeah. I've already missed with one.
Right then, you what? Well, what about the people that are in there? Emily's in there. That's other people's property. Jacob, I can't believe that you're throwing stones at windows. What's the matter with you?
She said it were fat.
Who did?
A witch in there.
Viv. She really call you fat, honestly? Listen, mate. Some people are just pig-ignorant people, and they're too thick to realise that they're hurting someone.
Makes you feel really good about yourself, though, doesn't it?
Do you know something? Come here. Come here. Sometimes, there's things that you want to do, but you just know that you can't.
Paddy! What are you playing at?
They've just called Jacob fat.
So you were going to throw a brick through the window?
No, I was. Paddy stopped me.
So you could do it yourself? How is that setting an example?
Emily, no, I wasn't. I was just saying, wasn't I? Just before you came out, I was just saying that's exactly what you shouldn't do. I'm just mad. I'm still mad. What am I defending myself for? That
Which?
Thank you. Watch it, you. What sort of a responsible adult calls a kid fat? I'm going to go in there and sort her out.
Paddy, stop it. She's not in there. I'll have a word with Viv. I'll find out what's going on.
So you don't believe me?
I didn't say that, did I? I'm ashamed of the pair of you.
Us? You're ashamed of... We've not even done nothing. What about her in there?
Oh, shut up. You're causing a scene in the street.
No, you're the one causing the scene, Emily. Emily, sorry. Emily, sorry, I thought I was doing right.
It looked like it, didn't it?
Don't fight, Paddy.
What?
Don't you think you'd better tell me?
What's the point? You probably made your mind up like everybody else.
Not till I've heard your side. What the hell's going on between you and Louise? I know about the police.
Yeah, well, if they want to talk to someone about harassment, they should be talking to Ray Mullen. Because that's what he's doing to me about this ridiculous stalker business. The only thing that happened last night was me trying to tell Louise that I've not been chasing her and him turning into a raving psycho.
How many times have we said, give us some space? It's getting out of hand. The police been involved.
So you believe Louise, then?
I didn't say that. I don't know. Everything that's gone on between you lately. That photo for a start.
You what?
That photo of Louise in the calendar. I found it in the bin after you'd finished ripping into it.
And you told her? So what? I got a bit carried away. And since when do you start rooting about in bins and then tittle-tattling to your mates about it? You're as bad as they are.
It's not just that, though, is it?
I honestly can't believe that you could do something so pathetic.
Me? Every time something happens, you're there. Somehow.
Oh, so I'm a pervert then, am I? I'm a stalker. Say it, go on then. Why not? Then you can go round to your mates, the wonderful Louise and Ray, and tell them that they were right all along. Well, it's my life they're messing with. You and all.
What's all that about then? There's no way I'm going finding out.
Sounded like Terry to me.
I imagine there's a good chance of that, Sherlock, since he lives here.
It's him and Diane. Should have faced that thunder earlier on.
Well, they steamed up about something, and I doubt if it's him not putting the toilet seat down, not at that volume.
Maybe, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, maybe it's got nothing to do with us. Anyway, Terry and Diane, well, they wind each other up, but they never argue.
Go and tell them that.
Shall I go out and come back in again?
Oh, it's not you. It's just a bit of a domestic in the back room.
You don't reckon it's anything to do with them coppers being at home farm last night, do you?
Doing what?
Well, they were quizzing Terry over summit. I'm sure it's to do with this business over Louise.
Give over, man. Terry?
Probably at a bollard driving Chris. It will work for me.
Coppers don't come to your house for a motoring offence.
I'm not sitting here listening to this trot, not when I can be working. This is Terry Woods we're talking about, or are you going stupid? See you back at home, Bob.
Louise was saying they were going to have to get the police in. I mean, her and Terry don't half ever go at one another.
All of this because the door slammed in the back room.
have you been saying to Jacob?
Not a lot. He ran out before I could serve him.
Because you called him fat.
I might have been about to recommend a low-calorie alternative. I really don't remember saying, Jacob, you are fat.
Well, whatever you said is really upset, and I am too. I wish I'd served him myself.
Well, he's a little bit on the heavy side, Emily. I was only trying to be helpful.
Not to the point of humiliating the poor little thing.
Oh, he's hardly little.
Mrs. Hope, we're doing our best with this boy. It's not easy. And I'd have thought you'd known better having brought up children of your own.
Yes, I know, and sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind.
But you forgot about the kind, didn't you?
I've been misrepresented.
Mrs. Hope, I'd appreciate it if you'd let me plan his diet in the future, save any further misunderstanding. Excuse me.
Oh, hey, you'll drown out here, man. Can we try and sort this out without shouting at one another?
What am I supposed to say?
The truth wouldn't go amiss.
Oh, whose truth? Mine or Louise's? I mean, I'm sure she don't think that she's been lying, but I get the impression that you're more inclined to believe her version.
I don't want to have to choose between my friends.
No? Then why'd you tell her about the picture? Seems to me that you've already decided.
I was trying to protect her. No woman wants to have to go through what she's been putting up with.
Look, I've been stupid, but I'm no pervert. I want someone to like me. I don't go trying to frighten them to death.
But you have gone over the top with her at times, you must admit.
I've just said that. I've made a fool of myself, and I'm trying to get over it, but some people won't let me.
Why couldn't you just let go?
You're not listening, are you? You're as bad as her and Mullen, and the police with their smarmy, we know you're guilty looks.
I need to think about what I'm going to do.
You want me out, don't you?
I don't know.
Well, you don't want to be living under the same roof as a pervert. But don't worry, Diane. I'll be out by tonight. Save you having to lock your bedroom door. That is, if it is me.
Fancy your chip?
I've had me chips, as far as that job's concerned.
You didn't get it?
No, someone beat me to it, didn't they? If I've had me transport, you know, sooner, I might have stood a chance.
Someone else will turn up. Anyway, you don't want to be stuck in Oldham for long if you can help it.
It's all right for you, you're fixed up, aren't you?
What do I do, apologise for being in work?
Would have been good money for Christmas, that job.
I'm not packing in with Ray if that's where you're heading. I'm committed till Christmas, I've already told him. And besides, what am I going to do? I'm packing a guaranteed job on the off chance of someone just turning up. Do me a favour.
What about loyalty to your mates, eh?
Yeah, not when they're asking me to jump off the edge of a cliff with them.
It's like Mullen's fault, this. He shafted me, that scumbag. I'll have him yet, though.
Well, he's paying. I can't afford to be picky if you're going to be wanting more money for this van. And besides, what are you going to do to him?
That's for me to know, innit? You know, ways of making people like him pay.
That was my last one. What you...
What do you want me to do? Throw it away?
Well, you can't force it down his throat if you don't want it, can you?
What sort of example does that set?
Well, what was wrong with what we had last night?
It's too easy. Nipping out for a takeaway whenever you feel like it.
It was really nice, though, wasn't it?
Come on, love, query me.
Hello?
Willie, what's in front of us?
No, it'll just take me a little while just to go to the surgery and get some stuff for it. I'll be there about 6. No, don't worry, it'll be fine, I'm sure. OK, bye-bye. Jim Whittaker's horse has gone lame over at Briarfold. He's in a right panic.
Well, it'll save us having another discussion then, won't it?
It's a break. Jacob, finish your tea. See you later.
We can't keep rowing in front of him.
Well, we better start talking sense, haven't we?
Working late again?
I've just finished. Dad is on call. He can do the rest.
Probably just as well, considering.
You implying that a woman my advanced state of pregnancy should do less work? Or not at all?
I was trying to generate some kind of communication. Actually, I've come along to apologise for being so clumsy the other day. I get judgmental. Maybe the job goes to my head at times. Either way, I'm sorry.
So how's the move going?
I'm currently living in Emmerdale's own cardboard city. Gabrielle loves it. You know, anything to do with acceptance or rejection as far as babies are concerned, I get a bit over the top, I suppose. I just keep thinking about Bernice and what happened with us. I'm just transferring it onto you.
Ashley, You've got to see that this is different.
I do. It's just, I don't know. I'm a vicar, I'm not a saint. I get things wrong. I'd be more worried if I didn't.
Because I wouldn't want us to fall out. At least, not to the point where we stop arguing.
Pint, please, Tricia, and one for Laughing Boy here. All right, I feel bad. Seeing you this upset makes me feel worse, thanks very much.
You've made your bed.
Yeah, and you're going to keep hitting me over the head with it.
Well, not seeing as you put it like that, no. Look, Sydney, I know you're stuck. You do what you got to do, eh? I think my great ambition, you know, own firm, big house, gorgeous missus by the time I'm 40, all shot through now.
Oh, it doesn't mean you've got to give up on it.
$3.90, please.
Cheers. Keep doing it.
Oh, thanks.
So, they won't be finding me under a pile of cement any time, then?
I think you're safe.
Just saving that for Ray Mullen, then?
Well, I'm not having it, Viv. I would trust my kids' lives with Terry. He's straight as a die, that lad.
Well, exactly. Whoever's concocted all this wants locking up.
Can we keep the noise down? Could be out of the job.
I don't know what you're all defending him for. I mean, anybody could see he's besotted with Louise.
Well, what do you expect, the way she swans around in here, flaunting herself? Well, Terry's never been anything but a gentleman in my experience. If you know what I mean.
Oh, well, we were just all talking about football, weren't we? Must be interesting.
Found this in the backyard.
Where have you been? Look at the state of you.
I'm in camouflage.
Yeah, couldn't miss her.
What have you been doing?
We've been storming the cricket pavilion.
And I think I know what happened to your cork as well.
Is that right? And you've been playing with fire to burn this, haven't you? Now, what have I told you? Don't you ever do this again. Ever. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Right, go on. Get upstairs and get it all washed off. You've got 5 minutes.
Give her a break, eh, Dad? She probably thought you'd be impressed.
I'm not. And who showed you how to do this?
It's a military secret.
Found anything interesting?
I was starving.
You couldn't possibly be. And if you wanted something else to eat, you should have told me and I'd have got it for you instead of this. Oh, what have you got to say for yourself? Oh, Jacob. Jacob, I don't want to upset you. Oh, we have to try and do things proper though, don't we? Look, my dad used to shout at me sometimes, but I knew it was because he wanted me to do right, that's all.
Mum and Dad used to shout all the time, especially at me.
Oh, me and Paddy, we don't argue, we just get mixed up, that's all.
You were shouting today. You keep doing it and don't say you don't.
Don't mean we don't love each other.
It's because of me. You wouldn't do it if I wasn't here.
No, we're just trying to figure out what's right for you.
You don't even know me.
For all of us.
You're all the same. I should be at home.
Jacob!
Leave me alone.
Don't bother telling me I don't need to go. You're too late.
I wasn't going to.
Here's the rent I owe you. It's all there, but if you want to count it.
Don't insult me, Terry. There must be some better way of doing this. I mean, when it's all blown over.
Oh, what, you'll have me back? When I'm just a neck stalker? Everything will be fine? Muck like this don't wash off, Diane. Now you're insulting me.
I should have just left you to it.
Yeah. I'll have another bag upstairs and then I'll be off.
I bet he's not coming to give me the bonus he owes me.
Hi. I think maybe we'd be better off going home and getting a bottle of wine.
Well, and let people think that we're intimidated by a loser. We're above it and we're going to show them this.
But it's over, right?
It's over. Come on, we should be drinking.
He's moving his stuff now.
Oh, Bob, you've got to say something.
It's Diane's house. We don't know what's going on yet.
Who'd want a weirdo living in the same house?
Oh, shut it, you. Mind your own business.
Pint, please, Tricia. Everybody all right?
trying, Jacob. We just want you to be happy, that's all. If we get things wrong, it's 'cause we haven't figured out what to do yet. Sleep well, love. It'll get better, honest.
Let's just go. We've made the point.
OK, I'll just finish this.
Blimey, you'd think somebody had dropped dead in here tonight. Stick us another in there, would you, Trish?
I reckon you should stick one right on his nose.
I am sorely tempted.
Right, Ray, let's go. Now.
I suppose you all worked out what's going on. Well, if you thought I was going to skulk out the back door, you can think again. I don't do that for anybody, even when I've got something to apologise for. You all think I'm the stalker. Well, I thought I had mates in this village. People that trusted me, like I've trusted them for years. Not for 2 minutes, like some.
Terry,
No,
thinks...
Bob. You're all right, mate. It's just that somebody has decided they've got it in for me. That's what all this is about.
Can we not all work this out, surely?
Ashley, save your breath. I mean, what do you want from me? I've said I've done nothing, but it don't seem good enough. Well, I'll say it again, I've done nothing. Nothing to be ashamed of. Some of you in here might have. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know a lot of you a damn sight better than I did a few days ago. Cheers.
Where are you going?
Away.
You can stay with us, mate.
Yeah, come on.
And now you can treat the biggest Emmerdale fan in your life this Christmas with a gift voucher for the Emmerdale Village Tour. Visit itv.com/Emmerdale to...